It's been a week. I hope I can remember how to play this. I say that when really it's just spam runic attacks, counter, and spam light attacks. It's minus 40 over there? Okay, well, it's not getting that cold compared to you, that's for sure. Well, glad you're not in the negative 40. Hopefully you're staying warm as you can, Xanther. Zanzer? Is that how you say it? I'll just say Greyworth. It's a shame we can't interact with this tear, even with the mask.
You always this hard on Thor? Seems like you're mad at him or something.
Ooh, getting nosy, getting personal. No, I get it, but it's nothing like that. It's, well, to be honest, it's the only language he understands. I'm serious. Go ahead and try being nice to him. See where that gets you.
That chair does not look comfortable.
So, about the sword. Is Ingrid the name of the soul inside it? I wonder why I can't hear her.
Soul? Who said anything about... Look, son, some free advice. You don't want to let anyone catch you talking to your sword, all right? It's a bad look.
Why would you look at me with your one eye? So... right now we're helping Odin look into the tear that's going to help him. But at the same time, it's curious why we're not... Oh, I guess it's going away. We're not going to snoop around here. I'm curious why Atreus... Oh, missed one.
Dragon skull in the library. No big deal.
I'm curious why Atreus doesn't ask him about his many hidden rooms. Or take this time to ask, so we fought a bunch of corrupted Valkyrie. What's that story all about? And maybe you can get some understanding from the other side of why did Odin corrupt the Valkyries? Why did he imprison Tyr? What was his progress so far on, like, that hidden shrine we found that has all the stuff that he's investigating into Jotunheim, which he clearly is very concerned with. So I'm surprised he doesn't ask us about it, because he has to know. He has to know that we've been snooping. He knows we've been snooping around for Tyr. I'm surprised he doesn't ask us about what we found out about the shrine and, like, the hidden plan that Tyr has. Really surprised he doesn't ask about that.
Huh. Is this old, or does he make them paint him young?
Hold on, I gotta look at what he was looking at. Oh, this? What is he holding? Is that a staff? It has like a little blade at the top. And he has those two wolves. Are those the two wolves that end Ragnarok? Or begin Ragnarok? Actually, come to think of it, recalling from Valkyrie Profile. Look, no, I have to say that Ragnarok's take on Thor and Odin has been by far my favorite depictions. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Nova. How's it going? But I remember from Valkyrie Profile, Odin's spear of Gungnir. I'm surprised you don't see that around. Where's Gungnir?
Hey, you're back. How was it? Did Father behave himself?
Yeah. I mean, better than I would have expected, I guess.
Is that the sword from Grandfather's study?
Oh yeah. Her name's Ingrid.
Hi, Ingrid. Wow. Allfather must really trust you. Well, glad you survived your first day.
Hey, me too.
Tomorrow, we talk about Valkyries.
Definitely.
I heard he got so buddy-buddy with Thrud. Whoa, that's a cool looking like crossblade. Damn. And that's another axe right there. That looks pretty cool. This girl's a way cooler room than you. Giant mall over there. Mace. Too many shields, which is funny because she doesn't really seem to use it. Oh, we could eavesdrop.
Did you think that I would be?
Well, it's a pretty good sword.
I'm not angry. I'm concerned. You know that's not what I want for her.
You don't want her to have a sword.
But it's not about having a sword. It's about what you use it for. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. And I don't want that for her either, okay? You don't have to worry. She's a smart girl. Smarter than her father.
Well, when you're right, you're right. Come here.
You dropping Eves, boy? Ain't dropping no Eves, sir.
Well, this has been a
Oh,
weird
time
day.
to sleep in the bed of the person I killed.
Exactly. Huh. Nicely equipped. What needs work?
You know what I like about Atreus? He doesn't have to worry about a gear score. What was that? Did he actually just transport a knife across time and space?
Good morning, brother. No news, I'm afraid.
I have a plan.
Do you now?
Or maybe it's just like a paradise. The Norns.
You found them once. Could you do so again?
I could try, but I don't see how that would
They
help.
are the fates of these lands, are they not? I would know what they know,
You may not find them cooperative.
as long as I find them. Where do we search?
Midgard. But if Atreus is in Asgard, there's no getting him back without an army. We should be raising one.
Yes, nothing like a catastrophic war to improve the situation. The boy seems quite capable. Perhaps if you simply give him some time.
You are not free of blame here. You encouraged his foolishness, his confusion. I do not seek war. But if Odin has stolen my son, do not doubt the lengths I will go to.
Your nature has always been clear, Kratos. But you, Freya. War as a first resort. That's not the Freya I knew. I hope the Norns can give you the counsel you need. Perhaps mine is no longer of use here.
I mean, you kind of weren't useful.
Tyr, stop.
Oh,
This is no time to
hold on.
divide
I just
our-
noticed something. Look, Tyr has an accent
Sit.
when Freya says it. But Tyr in the subtitles doesn't have an accent.
You have been quiet.
Frankly, I'm surprised you, of all people, would seek out fate. But your instincts haven't let us down so far. Let's find the Norns.
Because I'm always looking at ways that they...
Who am I? to
See, look.
offer him counsel?
Tyr,
I only hoped to help the boy.
they
find
spell his name different in the subtitles.
And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
See?
You're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why
That's so
Odin
weird.
imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt that very much.
It's the truth. And not just because of prophecies. No one has ever united the realms as you once did.
That is not who I am anymore.
I know you feel that way now. I've lost myself before. More than once, but believe me, there is something beyond that.
And what is that?
Purpose. Purpose is the path that leads you to yourself.
So you would have me accept my fate? Lead your armies into war, secure your vengeance.
If securing our justice is not your purpose, then find another. For your own sake.
Yeah, Tyr is super weird. It wouldn't surprise me if Tyr fights Kratos over this entire issue. Because Tyr, for some reason, is in Atreus' corner.
Don't try to talk me into coming. The Norns and their tales of our fates, it's everything I've walked away from.
So Tyr's kind of, I don't know, speaking out of both sides of his mouth. Because on one hand, the Tyr that he befriended the giants and all the people in the realms love him, and he had the Unity Stone, and he gained all this wisdom from traveling to different worlds and stuff like that. We're seeing none of that in play right now. And he claims he's different, he doesn't want war, but that the previous Tyr, the one that's depicted by the giants, also, like, he was a god of war, but he was a god of he used his powers and his strength to stop wars. And yes, that may seem like he's pacifistic, but they never said he was pacifistic. They just said that he used his might to stop wars. Like, he was a god of war, but he still stopped wars and forged understanding. But that didn't mean that he was inactive like he's currently trying to be now. Where he's literally just, I don't know, he's using none of the panache that he is reputed to have. Because he's supposed to be a super strong guy. But at the same time, he's stirring up Atreus's obsession with trying to find out fate with Odin or something like that. And yet at the same time, he's trying to deny fate for himself. He also doesn't speak a smidgen about Jotunheim, which he's been to Jotunheim. He helped the giants escape to Jotunheim. So he should know that the giants aren't even there. There is no army. But he's not saying anything. I don't know. Something's up with that. That's very weird. Select your companion. Select your companion. Do I only have Freya?
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back.
Never said that Tyr was always
Don't go
pacifistic,
getting too cheery about it.
but I said I don't like his current
But
self.
you're welcome.
Yeah,
I've
that's what's
collected
just
what we
weird
need
about
to
it,
find
too.
the Norns. Shall we go?
Is that it's not just his current self of, I don't want to necessarily,
Neither. I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
yeah, that's a good point too. Is Nidhogg was supposed to be, the guardian of the world tree? And even Kratos was saying, it's like, there are consequences for killing a god. Well, you just kill the god that's in charge of, like, the world tree. and we're kind of on the world tree. You don't think there's consequences for that? I mean, I hope there are. I suppose I should talk to the squirrel.
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madame Nithog's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend than another longtime tenant of the tree. She was here even before I arrived, and that was ages ago. To even think something could keep her away from her babies. Terrible, just terrible.
No, I don't like Tyr's character because Tyr's character is very contradictory. I actually think he's sabotaging the group.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
Huh. Sarcasm. I wonder if Tyr's under mind control. Like, maybe the reason he wasn't under particularly heavy security by Odin for being such an important catalyst in the prophecy of his own downfall.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Maybe we should feed our dogs, because we haven't done it the entire game.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Oh, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course.
Come on, dogs. But no, seriously, Tyr is so weird. It wouldn't surprise me if, just like how Odin enchanted... It's either Odin or Freya. I don't think they ever clarified.
No.
Better they get this from you.
Who put the enchantment on Mimir to not speak of Baldur's weakness, or even remember that he's Baldur's, or Baldur is Freya's son. Like he basically had that mind gap because he was like somebody put a spell on him, either Odin or Freya. It's possible.
Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
What?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you.
Don't tell me we're gonna brush the dogs. And what if Odin put a spell on Tyr, and Tyr actually is acting so weird because Odin enchanted him just like he enchanted Mimir? Hey, Lunar Phoenix, how are you today?
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I'm actually just pressing forward, and the wolves just kind of go in their own direction. I'm not even steering them. I want to see how much auto driving is on. There's actually a lot.
Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further.
Can I get off? I can't get off. Okay, good. Because you know there's got to be treasure at the end of this weirdly illuminated side path. Or maybe it's just nothing. Never mind. Finished moving and setting up? Oh boy. He just wants to know how to get to the third game. Oh, the dogs actually kind of get close to you. That's actually kind of convenient.
we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point away?
Okay.
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Secret.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
That is true.
I should have guessed it was Secret helping you recover yourself. He's so loyal. Why? Clever.
It doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns live in a well.
Brother, seems the wolves have led us here.
That reminds me, what is my runic attack on this thing?
This is the right area, but we can't go further on the sled.
Hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
We got whatever that thing is called. Ogre. Alright, I'm out of shape. Need to figure out how to guard block again.
Enemies to your left!
Killer, you all right?
Incoming right side!
Incoming fire!
Yeah, I need to warm up is what I need to do. It's been a week since I played this, so just need a bit of warm up. They recycled the same animation from last game. They couldn't make a new animation. Aren't they bragging about how there's like, oh no, we totally heard people about us recycling enemies and animations. I need to practice with the blades because I've only kind of been using the axe, to be honest. Because like since we're in the the cold weather, I figured that their cold isn't going to be as useful against them.
Something in here is giving it power.
So I figure I might as well heat up the blades.
Might I suggest the ominous broken gravestone?
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread
Ooh,
carefully.
do we get a new sword?
You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
That was ominous.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
Ooh, do we get a cool sword of a king? Because I don't know, we're kind of still just using the same two weapons. Like, would it be cool if Kratos actually learned how to use the bow in the last 3 years?
I feel a
From
trace of
Atreus
their
or something?
illusions here. I can try to dispel it.
See, Lunar, you say you're moved in, but now you're going to be living out of boxes for the next 3 months.
Oh, no.
Oh, chest over there, I saw it.
There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
Apparently we have to come
What's
back
the
here, it's a
hell
fast
could a
travel point.
cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it.
Eh. One thing I wish that they did better in this game right now is I kind of wish we could see the way that the wolves were tracking us.
As I was saying, the Norn's home is called the Well of
Erd.
It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence.
What a random fire pit. Oh boy, mini boss.
It's about to get violent.
Shit, this guy might be too strong for me.
Steady your guard!
You're on fire.
Holy shit.
It will pass.
Yeah, he's purple bar. He's way too strong for me. That was bait and I ran straight into it. But I was saying it would be nice if they gave a better explanation in the beginning. It was like, Kratos, why did you lose all of your abilities and combat knowledge when you say you were preparing for the end of times? And he's like, Fimbulwinter was rough. Yeah, and? Because here's the thing, God of War was a bit more clever in some of the previous games in terms of, here's why Kratos loses all of his weapons or all of his abilities. Because he died. Like, he died and then was brought back, and that's why it's like, oh, well, you lost all your abilities because you got resurrected from the dead.
Not so sure I like the sound of that.
But over here, it's like, I don't know, Fimbulwinter's harsh.
Have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Faye's right. We have ways of discouraging visitation.
What is that?
Odin
Oh, I wish I could
said
jump
that
over this small ledge.
Talk about what he found.
Come on, game.
Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw.
That's gotta be something, right? Guess not. That weird blue magic looks interesting.
Fair. You mind telling us what you experienced when you
Oops.
sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate. Which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland,
Yep.
yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost.
No, that actually happened.
It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic. Nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something.
I hear an Odin crow somewhere.
Kratos, I feel the Norns over here. Are you
Hold
ready?
on, I'm looking for collectibles. Oh, hand a fast travel point.
We'll never find the Norns using mystic gateways. That much is clear.
Oh.
Brother, wait. Let's see what.
No, I want to climb this chain and find treasure. Fine, game. This game is so railroaded. The game is compensating for us mortals who couldn't handle the full weight of Kratos' godly arsenal of skill. That's just it. Kratos does have an incredible arsenal and tons of skill and experience.
Another dead end.
But for some reason, the game just wants us like, no, you start from 0. No particular reason why. It's like, come on, even Metroid tries a little harder than that. Oh shit. Enemy in front of me.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Incoming!
Kratos, are you okay?
I need you to pull some of your sword action is what I need. Good lord, I'm getting flanked. Shaking off the rust, shaking off the rust. It's been a week since I played. Making excuses.
Nothing. Another dead end.
A trap!
Enemies to your left!
Starting off stuff with super armor already, I see.
Behind you!
From behind! Incoming! Move back! Use your shield!
Good lord.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Nicely done.
Good lord, this arena just sucks. I'm just getting kicked. Why can I not counter that?
That's
Because, like, during his barrage of all of his light hits, I should be able to counter every single one of those light hits.
Back to the wolves then.
And I didn't feel like it was either my time was super bad or it was just not letting me counter those light hits. I want to climb up first.
What is up here?
I don't feel anything. It's not related to the Norn.
But yeah, no, like,
Interesting enough
so far in this game, I haven't really felt any sort of indulgence to a power fantasy.
Ragnarok is coming. You're gonna need to stock up. Luckily, I'm offering new items.
Good thing we didn't miss this. You won't believe it, Marie. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Whatever you need. Want something in particular?
Ooh, poison sounds really nice. I don't like the look of this armor, but that's actually a really nice special ability. Which means I would have to do a side quest. Ugh. No thanks, don't have time for that.
Wear it with pride. Whatever you need, I'll create. A Vanir crest? Quite the prize.
I think I'm gonna save up to max out the rage. I'm very close. Yeah, I'll upgrade rage once I'm there. Alright, so that was just a side quest. There's still a crow here, I don't see it, but whatever, I'll come back here later. I like the idea of if I have high health, I get more damage. That's a good incentive to keep the health up. Oh, hold on, I hear it. Might be just be here. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
God of War took you a little bit of time to get accustomed to. Well, the good news is that, for better or for worse, I don't know if it is good news, but they changed the combat in this game from the previous game.
Well, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes.
And they kind of made it a lot more simplistic.
Relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them.
Enough. We will continue later.
Are we holding off looking for the Norns?
I know it says it was added to my map, but I just want to like activate it to make sure it's actually activated.
The wolves have picked up another trail. Keep following their heads.
Hold on.
This is the place.
That's what she said the last time. We have a Norn chest at least. That's a good sign.
We need to work our way up. This way.
Is that not the lighting one? Oh, I guess the game will tell me. Been playing Tactics Ogre Reborn. Haven't had a chance to play previous versions. So far, enjoying it. Well, that's fine because Tactics Ogre Reborn is a remaster of Tactics Ogre As We Cling Together, I think. I forget what the subtitle is.
Can you cut a way through the ice?
Oh, are the Norns making magical ice walls now?
No. I think the water just froze.
Best Strangers of Paradise for only $27.95. That's a solid deal. For sure. I also picked up a couple games for Black Friday deals, stuff that was at least 50% off or
More of
more.
your friends.
I didn't tell them to be here. I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Not that they have any idea that's what they're doing.
Freya, thank you for your help. I know this was not your focus.
The sooner we find your son, the sooner you'll be able to focus. I just hope it works.
Just the same. Thank you.
A fine sentiment, but write her a bloody note when we're out of the cold, brother.
Remember when Mimir would regale us with like tales of myth and lore? Now he just kind of feels like he's just here to whine and gripe about the situation. Oh jeez, I missed that. Like, Kratos prefers snapping necks versus cutting off, like, heads and limbs and shit. For some reason, it's very, like, PG-13. Ugh, totally not paying attention. Nope, I'll take the L on that one. I need to get better. Come on, game. Good lord. Jeez, I'm just struggling here. My blocking game is so off. Ah, damn, I forgot to... Didn't get the finisher on him.
Okay.
I need to brush off the rust. You'd be surprised how long 1 week off of a game could just throw you off your game. It's not like I was sneaking in secret spells to play this game. To be honest, I didn't think about this game for the entire past week. I still haven't seen anything about this game that really is like, oh man, I can't wait to play it. I'm thinking about it when I'm not playing it.
No.
I'm so excited to jump in and learn more about this and see what the next battle's gonna bring and the next story beat's gonna be. I have had none of that yet. This story is plodding along.
Is everyone hearing that creepy whisper?
It is like an itch in the mind.
It means we've stepped into their domain. Be ready for anything.
Illusions.
Projections, possibly. But assume nothing. There's no telling what manner of creature they've made unwitting gods.
Delightful.
What Black Friday games did you get? Let's see. I got Digimon Survive for $17. Let's see. I got an extra copy of Shin Megami Tensei 5 for $25.
Destroyer of fate. Cruel striker.
Oh, is this guy an illusion?
Bringer of war. Weapon of the gods. Turned against his creators. He chases a redemption he knows he can never deserve.
No, he has health. Oh, that was a red bar. That did a lot of damage. Ah, this was a roll to the side, not behind.
Are we in our own minds yet? He certainly seemed real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind...
The mind makes it real.
almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
Oh, this is right outside Curtis's home. Yeah, the stun resist on that armor guy was pretty top tier. His armor was clearly doing its job.
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to kings, Mary Wanderer of the woods, Robin of the good elves.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive.
The next thing you'll say is...
Well, certainly clinks like genuine hack silver.
Is there a point to haunting somebody who's already dead? No,
Suppose there's
I
one
take that back.
small
Helheim
consolation to this
exists.
ordeal. At least we won't have to introduce ourselves.
Don't credit your reputation, Mimir. They see the whole lives of any who approach them.
Don't be another troll, please. Oh no.
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
It's vulnerable when it glows! Core is weakened!
Close in! Attack!
My little guardian god of war fist can't hit it. What is this thing? Oh, wait.
That's
Okay.
it!
I see.
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
The Alpha!
Ah! Frozen! What now?
The Alpha!
Man, I tried rolling away. Couldn't get out from that.
What is that?
A phantom!
Well, at least they didn't recycle this enemy.
Magic.
That's good.
Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
The Alpha! It's vulnerable when it glows!
Give yourself an opening! Don't Brother, the Straits! Hurry!
That's it!
Close in! Attack!
The core is weakened!
Clearly best medium ranged.
Core is weakened!
Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Close in! Attack!
The core is weakened!
Knock them down, quickly!
Beat up the giant beach ball. I was gonna try to pop it. Ah, that wasn't really a satisfying pop.
Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
That is such a lazy writing. Well, just must be Fimbulwinter. Okay. Well, at least it was a different enemy, but like, you know, once you saw its one gimmick,
This way.
then you just kind of breeze through it.
The Norns are somewhere in that cave just ahead.
Look at all his health right when I don't need it. It's 3:30 a.m. Well, thanks for hanging out, Elk Noah. Always good to hear from you. Hope you take care, and I'll catch you next time.
There's that itchy sound again. Normally, I don't mind ladies whispering in my ear, but this is positively irksome.
Anyone ever tell you that you babble when you're terrified?
Terrified? I'll have you know I'm at the very most deeply apprehensive. And breaking tension with humor is the sacred duty of a traveling companion. How very dare you? Babbling.
Yeah, they didn't write Mimir as charming for some reason. Like, it was a joy listening to Mimir in the last game. He was
Oh, that looks official.
just straight up like the MVP, like so good to listen to. But right now he's just kind of, I don't know. He feels like C-3PO. You're not like in a useful way.
My boy.
Feel everything.
Walter, listen to me, please.
Stop! Why did you bring him here? You are not welcome here!
Wait! Baldur, come back! Talk to me!
I am so sick of your constant meddling!
What you did to me.
What you did to me! Submission wins!
I feel like us Swiss cheesing these like grunts. Oh, I didn't even actually hold X there. The game just kind of automatically did it for me.
Freya! Brother, over here! Come
So are
get
we
me.
nearing the
I
end?
want none of
No,
this.
we're actually doing the same exact nonsense. We're doing something that really has nothing to do with the core plot.
I had any desire to be back on this itching carcass. I'm quite serious, brother. Come and collect me.
Mimir!
Secret? Brother, hold off.
Why did you never turn on Odin?
But I did. I tried to stop him any way I could.
You served Odin from the day you met to the day he put you in that tree! You saw his paper! You watched his war! You watched him mistreat everyone and everything! And you never gave a damn until he turned on you!
I know, Secret. It's true, all of it. But for love of you,
Jesus.
I became a better man. A counselor for peace, an ally to all those.
Were you an ally to Freya in her suffering? To Scott? To Groa? Or to Tanya? No! You only took the side of the power that he used!
Brother, watch out. There's more of them.
Even now, you see a violent god in need and you can't help but hate him and call him brother. It's who you've always been. It's who you are. And it's who you
It is not her.
No. Of course. You did what you must.
The glorified side quest. Honestly, it is. So what we're doing now is Kratos is now fretting about his son going out without, you know, he's out past parole. He's talking to girls without protection. He's doing all sorts of reckless things. So for some reason, he's a very fretty father. Who knew that Kratos was such an overdoting dad? That's kind of what they're playing him as. And so, because he doesn't have GPS tracking on his son, he didn't install a chip when he was a kid, he's going to seek the fates of this realm so he can figure out like more about the fates and yet kind of use it to get a clue into where Atreus is.
I am here.
That's cheap. I can't pursue that guy because there's invisible walls here. And they're giving us a bunch of fodder for me to feel like this is a God of War game where, like, you know, you actually just kind of kick the shit out of a bunch of weak things because, you know, you're a God of War and these are just Jotunheim. Or not Jotunheim, but Einherjar. So they're making us feel powerful, which is at least refreshing because so far for this game you have not felt like a God of War in combat or out of combat. He's afraid of losing his son. Like, this is basically attacking his fears, but it really, again, has nothing to do with the core story of Atreus figuring out what he can do to save the prophecy of Kratos dying. And Kratos is aware that he has a prophecy of him dying. But he never, again, thought to talk to his son. Hey, is this about the prophecy of me dying that has you so worked up? Like, this is one of those... It's so overdone in bad dramas where all this extra work and effort and drama and tension can easily be avoided if two people just talk about it. Instead, they're just deflecting, gaslighting, lying, going around each other's.
She must be theirs.
And it's like, oh, I can't trust you. You'll never believe me anyway. It's like blah blah blah. It's like just like, hey, Dad, I had, you know, like I saw a vision where you were dead, and you know, I want to see what we can do about it. And Kratos is like, oh, yeah, I saw that prophecy. I don't believe it's full of shit. And that would be it. But then again, if we did the intelligent thing, there would be no game. This is such contrived nonsense. Yeah, it is the oldest trick in the book for like writers to use miscommunication. And is there miscommunication in real life? Sure. But you don't be like, well, I guess I'd rather, you know, reconcile with this goddess who's
This way.
by the way, spent 3 years trying to kill you unsuccessfully, even though you're literally at your weakest state because the game just says, well, you forgot all your abilities and armor because of Fimbulwinter. It's like, well, what do you mean? You know, Fimbulwinter did this. They use Fimbulwinter as a dismissive device to just kind of explain away all the nonsense here, which I think is just very lazy writing. And
This way, Kratos.
again, even though Kratos is aware of that prophecy, even though he's aware that Fimbulwinter would be 3 years and then Ragnarok happens, and even though he claims they were preparing for the end, he somehow got weaker and more worthless. I don't know. A lot of it just doesn't make sense. I have a new working theory, by the way, because I noticed a couple things.
Lovely creatures, but temperamental by reputation. In my land, they'd keep children away from the lost by telling them a Kelpie would drown them. Of course, no Kelpie I know would do such a thing.
I don't know, Kelpies in other games are always really nasty creatures.
Aye. No mystical water steeds to speak of in Greece, brother?
And that is that I think Tyr's being mind controlled by Odin, kind of like how Mimir was enchanted in the first game to not reveal Baldur's vulnerability, weakness.
That might not be her favorite
I think
subject.
Tyr is enchanted. That would explain why Tyr's acting so weird. This would be cool if I was actually driving this, but I'm just watching this game at this point. I'm still waiting for this game to impress me. At this point, I've been watching this game more than playing it.
We're here.
Fate's own hideaway. Never doubted we'd make it.
Is this hair or is this the Strings of Fate? Because another thing I noticed too is that Tyr, when somebody talks about Tyr, Tyr has an accent over his name, but Tyr in the subtitles doesn't have an accent. You see? Because if they have a really weird name or a character, they use it, just like they do over here. But for some reason, the Tyr we're with, they spell it 2 different ways. And I think that's a clue. I think that's like something's wrong with Tyr. I think Tyr actually is gonna try to attack Kratos. I think that's the reason why he's encouraging he's encouraging a Kratos.
You know the child is an Asgard. No, you seek what all who search for us seek. To know the ending to your story.
You die.
The ghost of Sparta furrows his brow menacingly. He resists the urge to grunt. Oh, he fails.
Well, I guess you didn't predict that.
You come to us, piteous archetypes, seeking freedom from your scripts, as if knowing your lines would grant you the power to rewrite them.
Speak plain.
You will die, Kratos.
I mean, everybody
of Sparta.
dies. We just don't usually know when and how.
But you called him the destroyer of fate. There must be a way to subvert destiny.
There is no destiny, Puck.
Protagonists are speechless. They do not
Technically, in this
understand.
narrative,
There
Kratos
is
isn't
no
really a
grand
protagonist, Atreus
design,
is.
no script.
But I guess everyone's a
Only
protagonist
the
of their own story,
choices you
right?
make. That your choices are so predictable, merely make us seem prescient.
When my son was born, shut up!
Your prophecy said he would die a needless death.
And he did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you kill gods.
But what Kratos did,
Technically,
it was not a-
his son asked for it too.
Should I bring him a crown then? He still slays gods, but now he's sad about it? You are the sum of your choices, nothing more. And because your choices never change, you will learn that Heimdall intends to kill your son in Asgard, and you will do what you do best. And then Ragnarok.
The skies burn, the curtains fall. Exunt omnes. Again, he misses the point.
Focusing on the second act to the exclusion of the final. A common mistake in storycraft.
We are leaving.
That's adorable that they're talking about writing in the pacing when this game also misses the point of the second act.
Followed closely by Freya.
Okay, now you're actually just...
I enjoyed your story, Kratos. Pity it has to end so soon.
But they just said that there is no such thing as fate or destiny. It's just that they are so good at predicting the most likely outcome of choices and consequences that it makes them seem like they're predicting the future. When really all they're doing is just really reading a high list of probabilities. But really what that means is that there is no fate, and anybody can kind of make choices that are different. So, now that we've established that...
Let us leave this place.
Happily.
I feel like they're using Kratos and Freya now to fill in the plot holes of storytelling. That again, this would be way more interesting if Atreus was doing this. Shouldn't Atreus be seeking out the Fates to see if there's a way to avert his father's death? Shouldn't he learn firsthand about all that?
Well, isn't that interesting?
What is this?
That's the noose, brother. The one Odin hanged himself with. As part of his endless, mad quest for secrets of life and death and what have you.
What are you doing?
It's a charged object, significant to Odin. Perhaps I'll find.
What does that even mean? What does a charged object mean? Does that mean you can still hang him with it?
What they said about the boy?
Actually, if Odin tried to kill himself with that rope, I guess that means that rope can kill Odin.
We will not let it.
So they're probably gonna use that rope to kill Odin.
The question is how? You wouldn't seriously consider killing Heimdall, would you?
I will do what I must.
Oh, is that all?
You're wrong to dissuade him, Mimir. You know Heimdall.
I grant you that he's a spiteful, vicious little shit.
And so loyal, Odin entrusted him with Gjallarhorn. If we have the chance to eliminate him before Ragnarok, we shouldn't hesitate.
Considering his powers of foresight alone, that is an if of mountainous size.
Yeah, like Heimdall has like that sight beyond sight, so... And he can read minds, so you can't really sneak up on him. And he's gonna know your every move. So you're gonna have to hit him with a move he can't see. Or an unavoidable hit. Or something, I don't know. That's usually how these stories pan out. It's like he can see every one of our hits, well then we'll have to hit him with something he can't
We're all
see.
perfectly comfortable plotting an assassination, and I, for one, am a mite rusty at that measure. We've got no way to reach Heimdall, and no way to kill him if we did.
I have killed gods greater than him.
I don't doubt that, brother, but it's hardly my point.
Hit him with magical leaf or aerial ace, exactly. Just use a swift attack. That's all you gotta do.
Kratos, I see something.
Look, I think we're missing the Norn's message here. We've all got our tendencies, and yours is to run headlong into danger to protect the ones you love.
I do not intend to change. Not about that.
Why should you? Apparently my tendency is to kill the ones I love.
Freya.
I don't need you to comfort me. Either.
Wasn't trying to.
Their accusation was cruel. None of us believe.
The truth can be a cruel thing. Anyone care to argue with that?
No. But Baldur's fate had many causes. Prophecy among them.
How do you mean, brother?
There are many tales in my homeland of those who fulfilled prophecy by attempting to avoid it. So it was when Freya tried to protect Baldur. And so it was when I accused my son of going to Asgard.
Then we agree. It'd be foolish to go after Heimdall.
No. If Heimdall must die for Atreus to live, then Heimdall must die.
How can you say that, knowing what you know?
Because if Heimdall is a threat to my son, I must act. It is
your nature. Well played, Norns.
So, in other words, they are taking into account what the Norns just said, and they're completely throwing it away now. Where it's like, well, if fate is completely our choices, and our choices are our fate, and our fate was going to be our choices of highest probability, and I'm most likely going to try to kill Heimdall, which is my fate, then you're right, there is no avoiding it, because I'm going to make the same choice either way, which is what they said. Your choices won't change, which is why we can predict it. So the entire conversation was useless. All it was just an excuse for the story to tell Kratos exactly where and why he needs to chase Atreus right now. They just walk in and be like, oh yeah, so, you know, Heimdall's gonna try to kill your kid. That was the entire point of this entire side quest. There was no point to any of it. What do they do with that? Oh, okay. One of those did not sink in, but I'll take it. Alright, so we got one of them over here. We got one of them down there. Where's the other one? There's that. Where is the last one? Is it up top, maybe? Might be up top. Oh, yep, there it is. There we go. Kratos is too afraid of fall damage. Sakaiju, hey, how are you, by the way? Thanks for jumping in chat. I was wondering if you could do or planning to do a recap of Lunar on the PS1. Lunar is one of those series that I have seen requests every now and then. Lunar is a series that I do intend to do, but I'm just going to be real with you, Sakaiju. It might be a while before you see it. It is on the queue, but it's not terribly high on the queue. But rest assured, one day, 1 year, you will see me cover Lunar.
Let us find a gateway. Return home. Consider our plans.
Listen, brother. Before you make any hasty decisions, why don't you blow off a little steam? I'm sure there was some loose end we meant to circle back to. Give your mind a little time to process everything.
I suspect there's unfinished business here at the lake, though I'm certainly happy to spend time somewhere other than Midgard.
Well, the Breath of Fire recaps, thank you. They were actually a lot of fun to
Thanks
make.
for collecting that.
It was very illuminating, too, to see how some people really enjoy certain Breath of Fires, and I feel I agree with them, and others that I actually don't really agree with, and I feel that they're underrepresented. Ooh, Ronda Deflection. Increases timing windows on parries? Okay. I'm kind of liking that. We gotta do that. Because you know we like to parry.
Cool. Their deaths will be painless. Ish. That ought to hurt him. Always a joy to work on these. Everything all right?
I kind of want to do this one. Stun grabbing an enemy provides a blessing. We do a lot of stun grabs, because I am all about stunning.
Everything all right? Anything for Freya?
Nope, nothing for Freya.
Kratos?
Freya's eyes are so weird. I'm gonna say it right now. Her eyes are very weird.
Have we more to talk about?
Oh, interesting. So once you reach level 7 on the base armor, it actually gives increase to all stats. That's the payoff for not having a passive bonus. But I really don't know if stats matter that much in this game, to be honest with you. I feel like your passives are much more active, incidentally.
What can I make for you? And for the Valkyrie Queen?
Oh, you know, I keep forgetting she has runic summons. I really should be using that.
What'll it be?
I'm not gonna waste time on her, though. She's just a support character. What does it mean, perk requirements? Ooh, cleanse Bifrost. Oh, you have to have certain runes to... Those are the prereqs. You have to have 3 of this one type of rune in order to do this. Interesting. Okay. So as long as I have my defense over 130, this is active. I'm gonna save my hack silver, but that's good to know.
I'll disinfect my tools.
Let's do this.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Very good.
I'll see if he has anything to say.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing. He's just been one step ahead of us.
But either way, please look forward to Lunar at some point. I know I'm doing a recap on God of War right now, and I'm just literally doing it just because, A, I'm playing it right now anyway, so it's just kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone. It's content. And I think there are some people that actually may genuinely want to just know the story without having to play the game, and I don't blame them for that. Because, I'll tell you right now, I get the feeling that unless things really get more story dense in Act 2 and Act 3...
Now tell me of this power Heimdall wields. He sees the future.
This recap is going to be a lot shorter than the first game.
Sees their intention.
My intent will be to kill him. Knowing that will be no advantage.
Brother, this is no one to underestimate. Any move you make, he'll have seen it coming. If you must face him, we need something else. An edge.
An edge? So we need a new weapon.
Very well. We will ask the dwarves.
Ah, the inevitable asking of the dwarves.
We were just at the dwarves. Ugh. So let me guess, they're gonna make a weapon that Heimdall can't see coming.
Could I have a moment of your time? Oh dear, what's to be done?
What is it you want?
It has come to my attention that Nithok has been slain, and as a result, her offspring have been let loose into the Nine Realms.
So what?
What of it?
Unfortunately, without a proper role model to supervise them, the little rascals are certain to fall to mischief. In time, said mischief could culminate in nothing less than their devouring of the Nine Realms entirely. In order to avoid such a grisly fate, I'd like you to bring the Lindworms to me. I believe I can act as a satisfactory paternal figure in their upbringing. You'll find the specimens gnawing on tears throughout the realms. Use this device to safely store them, bring them back to me, and I promise I'll make it worth your while.
You mean to say you'd raise them by yourself?
Indeed. I have no small experience managing extreme personalities. Compared to wrestling with my emotions in the most literal of senses, I dare say raising a handful of Lindworms will be a walk in the park. What else is there?
Fine, let me claim this so I can get it for later. It'd be funny if it was shaped like a Pokeball.
Now, what else might there be to discuss?
You're back. They're back.
Simmer down. I see them.
I have news.
Ooh. Did the Norns tell you how to get Atreus back? Do we have a plan?
The Norns say Atreus will be killed by Heimdall. The plan is to kill Heimdall first.
Oh, wow.
Well, the Norse said Heimdall will try to kill Heimdall, or Atreus, which means we do succeed by trying to kill him first.
Whatever his advantages, I will overwhelm him with my own.
That's the idea. You gotta overpopulate his senses, see? And I got just the thing in mind to help you.
Ooh. Flashbang, right?
Go get
Dropnir.
Dropnir? But we need it. Our supplies.
Oh, we got plenty. And to spare.
Even if we did, Dropnir's no weapon. Why would a... Oh. You mean we combine it with...
That's right.
And then when he... It'll go... Damn you, that's brilliant.
So we throw a flashbang at him, is what we're doing.
I suppose there's nothing to do, but... Go fetch Dropnir.
So go fetch Dropnir.
Dropnir? I bloody knew these two had nicked it. And Odin blamed me for it disappearing.
They stole Dropnir.
We didn't steal nothing. We just ungifted what never should have been gifted in the first place.
How will it help me kill Heimdall?
Never you mind all that. It's a fucking surprise. We're artistes.
But to even store Dropnir, you'd need...
You were saying...
So now you intend to kill Heimdall. Violence cannot prevent violence, Kratos. I truly thought you understood that.
Yes, it can. I thought you understood that. I swear, tears under mind control. It's the only way it makes sense why he's acting so weird. And why his actions and his words are driving Kratos. I think he's literally driving a wedge between Kratos and Atreus on purpose. Are we gonna play as Sindri now?
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, little one. Got it! I think.
So it's a ring that duplicates itself. I was wondering, it's like, why there's so many rings? And then he had it and it burst into like a bunch more. So it's a self-duplicating ring. Interesting.
We are all worried about your son.
Enough. Heimdall's a threat, not only to Atreus to everyone. He's Odin's left hand, and he carries the horde that begins Ragnarok. If we have the chance to eliminate him, we
And
should...
it's just as likely a trap because the bastard knows your intentions.
He'll
Kratos,
never see it coming.
I've never seen anyone so much as lay a finger on him. Not one.
Well, I gathered what's fit for gathering.
How long will it take?
One
We'll
cutscene.
have to go to Svartalfheim to get the rest of the materials. Not to mention we'll have to visit the lady. Oh. Oh. Whew, that's a relief. Ow. Kratos? Whenever you're ready.
I'm surprised the Sindri hasn't asked us to go on, or maybe he already did, because I've been ignoring side quests. A side quest to get the last 25% of Brock's life, because he's only 75% alive right now. Because remember, Brock died, and then Sindri apparently got 3 of his 4 soul parts, and I'm surprised he hasn't asked you to get the last soul part.
I'm only just realizing all the little routines I've had to adopt taking care of Dropnir. I'll miss melting rings down for crafting gold, but I suppose we have enough to see us through to Ragnarok.
It's been 3 years.
I'm ready when you are.
I don't know, again, it just seems weird to me that even if Tyr is mind-controlled right now, why the characters aren't doing the most logical thing and ask him about, again, his travels, what he's seen, the plan he made himself to thwart Odin. How come he isn't even acting on that or cares about it? The secret plan that Tyr made that only he can see. It's weird to me they're not asking about any of it, even if he is being mind-controlled. It's like the writers of this game didn't play the first game.
Ah, time to go see the lady. I'll take it from here.
Oh, no. This whole thing were my idea. I'll speak to the lady. I never get to speak to the lady.
There are reasons for that.
Brock will go.
What? No, no, no. I have
You
to.
heard him. Quit your fretting. I ain't gonna mess nothing up. What the? No, you pimp shrimps. Think that'll keep us out? Well, think the fuck again.
What was that, though? Why did his stone fizzle out?
What was all that then?
Oh, just Sindri trying to hog all the glory. Same old shit.
Not that. The gate. What's wrong with a bloody gate?
Most likely someone in Nidavellir been making a fuckery of the works. Probably on account of all that incursioning you got up to. But don't worry, you little dangling head. Old Brock came prepared. I got ways in and out from the old days. Gates they'd never even think to look for. On account of being stupid.
I'm surprised Brock doesn't say, if there's a hole, there's a way right now. I think one thing that does impress me about God of War Ragnarok is how many different ways they go out of their way to hide load screens. Because all of these are load screens.
Abandoned service tunnel, direct to the forge camp. I'll meet you up there. Go on.
Brock.
And he's gone. You sure he was the right pick for this, brother?
I trust him. He speaks plain.
And yet so colorful.
Unusual cycles here.
Yep.
Elvish, I think.
Are we gonna have to do the little bouncing things again? Alright, so now we're in some mines, I guess.
There. We keep cooperating, maybe someday it'll be Asgard in flames.
That is not my goal.
doesn't mean it's not your destiny.
What are you insinuating, Highness?
What did we just talk about Destiny?
Poor bugger. Why would he hide in here?
He feared something in these tunnels more than he feared starving.
Hardly seems rational.
Fear.
I was about to say, like, that's why it's called an irrational fear. Oh, that looks explosive.
So, a tunnel for liquor and explosives. Little on the nose for dwarven culture, isn't it?
Ridiculing a culture you helped undermine. Classic Aesir.
Oh, all right. I can learn that one.
Oh, can you just do that forever?
Well, I can see why it's an abandoned service tunnel. Careful, brother. That looks flammable.
Ooh, I like the word flammable. What's flammable? Oh shit. Okay, you did warn me, but not quite that way. I suppose I had that coming. Now we know there's liquid on the ground that can be burst to flame. Man, so much shit has super armor now. So now we're fighting the same lizard dudes, but now they have armor on.
Another oil spill.
These barrels are invincible. So we're currently on a detour of our detour.
Ah, a fortuitous oil spill.
How off track can this game get? And it would be okay if like it was fun or interesting, but this is kind of neither so far.
Incoming left side!
Stupid monkey.
Kratos? Kratos!
You're not supposed to be here, man. What would say is the most thing I want to recap right now? Be done with all of my current series that are open. I actually want to cover the series I want to cover the most.
Please listen. You have to let me take Rock's place. He can't talk to the lady. He mustn't.
No. Do not ask again.
But... oh dear.
People, just explain yourself. And Kratos, how come you, who wants to clearly listen to reason, doesn't at least want to hear this guy out, who's helped literally save your life, who's doing you a favor? Like, again, these conversations don't make any sense. Why wouldn't Kratos want to hear out why he so fervently doesn't want to let Brock talk to her, or, you know, all this shit. It's like, oh, I like Brock's way of speaking more. What? Something so stupidly arbitrary? Come on, man. Oh, is this Frost Axe time? Oh, I'm just supposed to do this.
It's not his fault Atreus ran off, you know. Or are you just being Brock's champion?
There it is again. You're insinuating, and you know it.
Can't the smartest man alive put it together? The Giants conceal a mysterious figure who changes the fate of Ragnarok, and you're oblivious to the only rational candidate. The one who's fought wars against gods and won.
I am not their champion.
Well, we're each entitled to our opinion.
What is the point of this thing? I don't get it. What am I supposed to bounce? Like, I see there's a frosty thing here. I don't get what that's supposed to do.
Where there's a gear like that, there's usually a chain somewhere.
Oh, okay, that explains it. Alright, real fast, I need to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Everyone just stay hydrated. Okay, and we're back. I was thinking too about with
The sigil arrows should work with ice as well.
wouldn't it be cool if, because Brock is 25% dead, if if like that's the reason why Brock is blue, and like the whole thing like, oh, he just touched too much silver when he was crafting was actually just bullshit. Why is there so many explosives here? Ooh, a heavy runic attack. Here we go. I think it's our first one. Oh, here's a chain. Got it.
These gates seem to be connected. See if you can break that far fixture.
I don't know if I got the angle on that.
It's open.
It is open, thank you. It's coming out of nowhere here. Okay.
Well, that was a bloody heartier sort of grim. These won't be easy tunnels for the dwarves to take back.
We'll need to get one of those gates open.
Ah, we've seen these troughs before, haven't we, brother?
Yeah, we have. Alright, here we go again. Okay, so that goes over here. Where's the break, though? Where's the water flowing? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll wager we can redirect the water to get that wheel turning.
that work. Shall we?
Oh, we're gonna have to turn the water wheel to go the other way. I see. Alright, so we have to go this way.
This opinion of yours, was that the reason you proposed this alliance? You expect me to lead your armies at Ragnarok? That is Tyr's job, not mine.
It's plain to see Tyr's no war god anymore.
Nor am I. I have left that life behind.
Not killing gods, you haven't. Or else what are we doing in this
Yeah.
realm? Forging this weapon? Your choice. You know where it might lead.
I am only protecting
I
my...
know. I know. And we both know the places protecting your child can take you.
So here's the thing. He's all like, I just want to do what's in Atreus' best interest. But then how come he didn't take the deal with Odin, who literally opened up with, yo, get your son out of my business and there won't be any problems. And I'll even take care of Freya. And we'll have a truce. We don't kill each other. And Kurt's like, no. I'm like, I thought you were all about peace, man. This guy comes up here and he's all like, who knows where you live? And he's all like, yo, I don't want to fight you.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
They won't work on the floor? That's a 1. A 2.
Now, where have they got the third one hidden away?
A 3. I'm gonna tell you right now, this entire part that we're doing here, I'm gonna basically dedicate 3 sentences to. Kratos and Freya decided they want to figure out where Atreus is, and so...
Careful! Those Grimm are possessed by nightmares. They'll be even more dangerous until we stun them.
They found out the prophecies don't matter. There's no chain to drag it? Oh, I guess we gotta do it later. And they made a new weapon. I kind of wonder what kind of weapon they're gonna make with a duplicating object.
Poison spit incoming! Knock that Grim down!
Man, he takes so much damage when you're poisoned. Holy shit.
Atreus' mother was a giant, isn't that right?
She was one of the Jotnar.
Yes. I didn't mean she was tall as a house. I know not all giants are giant.
Not that there's anything wrong with the disparity in size, or number of limbs, say.
Nothing in the world.
What a weird way to phrase that. Were they trying to make a statement about something? I don't get it. Yeah, there's so much filler in this game. I really can't help but feel like this really... I don't know. They just felt like they're stretching things. And I wouldn't mind if it was filler, if it was like good filler. Like, wow, this... And the thing is, like, Filler has to be one of two different roles. If you can't be relevant, which is like the main like, you know, plot, which that's just relevant, which this really isn't. This is quite derivative. Then you at least need to be fun or interesting. And so far this is neither. This is not fun or is it interesting. This is just stalling for time until we get to the main plot.
There. Now we can open the other gate.
Let me rewrite this entire section to make this more relevant.
Thinking of how Odin antagonized the giants for generations, nearly wiped them out of existence twice. Now you may have a role to play in stopping him once and for all. Don't you think it's possible that's what your wife would have wanted?
Do not presume to know what she wanted.
I'm not saying anything you haven't thought. Her secrets haunt every step of your path, wasn't it? Maybe if you talked about your doubts, they wouldn't explode when you talked.
Now she's counseling
I do
him.
not doubt. She knows what I left behind. She would never have asked that of me.
Why would she need to ask? She saw your fate. 3 of Odin's kin dead because of the path she put you on. You don't think she knew exactly what it meant, sending you to Jotunheim?
This is mere conjecture and probably quite enough of it, Highness. We're all making an effort to cooperate here, after all.
You're right. It's not for me to say.
Ah, teamwork. Oh, bugger. There's 2 of them.
Ow, that hurt.
Watch your left!
Oh, come on, game. Yeah, there we go.
Behind you, look out!
Oh, this is a bad situation. Yeah, God, this is the part where I hate third-person close combat. Is because you have no visual awareness. Everything's so tight and intimate that when you're indoors, you can't see shit. I'm glad to see God of War Ragnarok did nothing to improve that. Is the reason why people don't like doing third-person action games indoors. Is because of stupid shit like this.
Right flank!
Like, look at this. This camera work is so damn close. Tunnel fighting sucks, man. Alright, so what I was saying before is, let's stop and look at what we're doing.
Well, ready for some fresh air after that. Everyone thought so.
It is close. I can feel it.
Oh, it's one of those portals where a really strong enemy comes out. Should we chance it? let's save real fast. Damn, I haven't saved for a while. We should have cascading saves. Alright, let's see how bad this thing kicks our ass. Oh, it actually was an item. Oh, that's cool. Because I know sometimes really strong dudes come out. That was cool. Alright, good. I'm actually going to save after that in case that was random. But let's rewrite this section real fast to be more interesting and relevant. So Atreus, on his journey to figuring out more, like he's wandering the realms, he's pretending to find out more about this mask. He's taking advantage of Odin's resources and generosity because he also knows Odin is taking advantage of his knowledge and his gianthood because the artifacts that he needs only respond to giants, which by the way is kind of weird because that means it should also respond to Thor because Thor is also half giant, so he doesn't need Loki to do this shit. But then again, they're kind of playing it off where, oh, Odin's dumb, or not Odin, Thor's dumb, so because Thor's dumb he can't really be useful, but Loki is smart, so Loki needs to be the smart one.
Cast doubt on your marriage. It just seems to me your thoughts haven't caught up to your instincts yet, and I know something about that.
I need to be remembered to constantly be using that runic ability because it's free rage bar, like it's just free rage refill. So why not use it all the time? But he learns, he goes and he seeks the fates because, you know, he always hears his father curse about the fates, but he believes he can do something about it. And so he sees them and he learns that Heimdall's planning to kill him, and he's like, oh geez, I already fought Heimdall and I know he can read my mind and he can do whatever. Like, I can't hit him. I need something new. I need a new weapon. So he goes and he talks to Sindri and Brock, you know, when Kratos isn't around, because Sindri's his bro, and they're trying to help each other out. And Sindri, you know, talks about the ring. He's like, I think I got the thing you can do. It's going to be really dangerous, though. And he's like, I need to do this. It's for my dad. Don't tell him about it. So Sindri helps him out because they're partners. And so he sends Atreus over here. And Atreus is the one who's retrieving this amazing weapon that can kill Heimdall. And so Atreus, who's still haunted by killing gods in his past, he's like, I was a smug little kid before, but now I'm gonna do this for myself for my father's sake. And so he's the one who seeks out.
Maybe I'll send a few Einherjar back to Valhalla.
At least she says the word right.
Well, you have fun now.
So Atreus is the one who has to weigh that decision of killing a god on purpose this time, not out of arrogance. He's the one who has to basically master a new weapon. He's the one who has to take this journey on himself. He's the one who has to assume all the risks and the burdens. He has to grow up on his own. And he's going to take on a guy who at least he has the advantage of underestimating him because he has thoroughly kicked his ass before. Wouldn't that be way more interesting than what we're doing right now, which is just force Kratos into the plot, who, quite frankly, has, again, no real reason to do this. His only thing is, I'm concerned about my son. It's like, okay, you still haven't figured out how to get into Asgard. I guess if we didn't fight the giant crocodile, we could do it now. We'd probably kick its ass because they're so much higher level. And even then, we could have more. We could have more special interactions with developing the new characters that were introduced, such as Thrud and Angrboda. They can also have more interesting things to do. And Loki would probably be more interested in helping the Vanir fight the Aesir. Kratos clearly doesn't give a shit.
What we doing, butt sausage? Where we going? Ah, ah, hoo, ha, hoo. Better take out that net. The eyeball city out here.
Like, man, I feel like for some reason, like, there's very obvious writing tangents they could be going in, and they're not doing any of it.
No wonder they shut up.
Like, what is... Who wrote this game? I need to look at the writing credits.
Hang on.
Hey Retro, how are you, man? Kratos ends up giving a trace of fresh PS1 right out of the oven. I know, right? These puzzles are really lame. They kind of are.
Act civilized and hopefully nobody springs an alarm.
Okay, real fast. Does it not concern the people that really, really like this game? Not saying that you can't really like this game, because every game is somebody's favorite game. That's very true. The world of gaming is so big, and everyone's tastes are so big. It's okay if somebody really loves this game, but I have to ask you, this game is supposed to be an action game, right? So why is it doing everything it can to slow you down with puzzles that are just there to fill up time, with walking sections that are just there to hide load screens, but again, stop the action, and literal, again, just straight up cutscenes you can't do anything about because you're watching this game more than you're actively playing it? Why is there such a minimal focus on the action? Where's the action? This is not an action adventure. Look at all this forced walking. I can't do anything. This is a railroad. Can't go left, you can't go right. They're like, oh look, you can pick up the little trinkets on the side. Isn't this exploring? No, I am on one track here. I am in no control of this story whatsoever. Destroy the nightmare haunt. And this is the second time we are now destroying beehives.
Looks like that wheel up there opens the gate.
Like, I feel frustrated because this feels like a step back from just even 2018, which had way better focus and was way more on point when it came to why you were doing things and why you should care about why you were doing things. This game feels so distracted and so desperate to keep your attention. Somebody has to be talking, otherwise the player's gonna lose focus or something. The game has to spoon feed you a story. It has to spoon feed you its puzzles.
The dwarves of the camp were twice as alarmed to see Brock than they were to see you.
They did seem surprised.
Because they probably know he's dead.
Now I can turn this crank and cap that guy.
Again, wouldn't it be interesting if Sindri was just lying to you? And again, the real reason why...
Now.
On it.
And they know what Sindri's doing is like evil necrotic veneer magic. Because remember,
That got the gate open, but you kind of need to be up here to use it. You dig? He said.
because remember, Sindri said he studied his special crafts with the veneer. And what if he learned from the veneer how to like resurrect his dead brother?
Turn it.
Copy that. Look around. Find an angle. Ain't this what you do? Hey, I got the crank
Oh.
covered. You do the other.
Ah, promising.
Usually figuring out any of these puzzles is just you need to find the one element that it's you're overlooking.
Turn it again.
Aye, aye.
Wait, what am I looking for, actually? Am I supposed to pick up this shit? Actually, I'm unclear exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. Where are we going? Are we going over there? I guess we need... Oh, we need to get that gate open. So...
Once more.
Aye, aye.
Oh.
There you go. Right on the money.
Again.
Gates open. Come on through and get those cables.
But it's weird that this game is more focused in distracting you from the more interesting elements of itself. And I'm really unclear why that is. Oh, is there something down here? There is. This is walking down hallways. You know the shit people gave Final Fantasy 13 shit for? It's like, oh, it's just you just run down a hallway and like occasionally there's a branch and that's treasure down the way. This game does the same thing, and yet people are praising it. Isn't that odd? I think it's interesting that people are praising this game's railroaded linearity when previously they would absolutely bash it.
Incoming! Above you! Finally! Now we can ride on up to the fort. Come on! The lady's waiting. Hey, got another riddle for you. What gets bigger the more you take away from it?
Well, let's see. Something abstract, I expect. Appetite? No, that doesn't work.
Stump the stump.
Oh, isn't that clever? Bam one.
I guess this is supposed to be endearing? I don't get it. And I know it seems like I'm complaining, but what I'm doing is I'm contextualizing, like, this is what the game is presenting me. And I'm chewing on this. And I'm just like, this is not that great. This is highly polished mediocrity. The action is just whenever we get action. Again, it's strange that we have so little action in this action game. I feel like it's Jurassic Park reference.
Brisk. Think I'll grab some for the lady.
Grab some what? The wind?
No, you idiot. The sound of the wind.
How?
Watch and learn. See? Dwarven magic's all about the intangibles. The relationship between the stuff what you can touch and what you can't. It's about understanding.
Understanding what?
The nature of a thing's more important than the form of a thing.
I mean, that's cool and all. We can't do that, so... Good thing we have these dwarves here. Somebody's gonna tell us something horrible. Like about the way Brock died. I see it coming already. They're gonna say, like, why they're so freaked out. I saw that and I pressed the wrong button.
Hey, Bartlett! I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm right here. Show me what you got.
So this lady then?
The Lady of the Forge. Ain't no more magical creature in this whole realm. Why, I've been waiting for my chance to meet her since I was knee-high.
Is she gonna be a statue?
But since
She's probably not a
we
real
never
lady.
had,
It's probably a metaphor. It's about the intangibles, right?
But today's finally the day. Whoa! I got goosebumps on my bunions.
Why, bro, I've never seen you so... ever. Are you nervous?
What? Shut up. No, fuck you.
Surprised Sindri isn't here. Oh, is she gonna give us the ability to manipulate these yellow things now? We're gonna get yellow magic. I hope we get poison. That would be cool if we got a poison weapon. That would be unavoidable damage that he can't deal shit with. Poison.
Go on, Pasty. Turn the crank. Let's do this.
It does not work.
Huh? What is it?
At least 13 had fun gameplay. Exactly. At least 13 played like an RPG with clever and innovative battle mechanics. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been getting through just fine on this game using parry, spamming light attack, and spamming runic attacks when they come up. I don't do anything else because you don't need to do anything else so far. The only I see them recycle the lizard creature in 3 different realms now. They can't even make original creatures for each realm.
Disrespectful, I tell you. I need that axe of ours to go kiss that material out yonder. The spiky silvery stuff. You'll figure it out.
This shit? Spiky silvery stuff?
This lady, what does she do?
Oh, this shit.
We'll both see soon enough, won't we? I know this, though. If we're real lucky, she'll give us her blessing. Doesn't give them to every piece, but the ones she does, there's something to behold.
The axe?
Well, that particular process was a whole nother cluster. Maybe
Why can't we just break it with our hands? We're strong enough to break a rock, right? So we don't get a power fantasy that God of War is typically known for. Kratos is constantly getting bodied by regular-ass lizard men and zombies. The action we do get is very simplistic. I mean, it works. I can't say that it's a broken combat. Like, it works. It's just very simple and basic. The level design is... I'm gonna have to give it a big old fat underwhelming. It's just a hallway. We're running down hallways. This is the modernization of hallways. You get these big scenic vistas you can't touch, you can't explore, you get no freedom of movement. This is a glorified hallway runner. Or walker. Because then when the game needs to load something, that's when you have the forced crawling sections, climbing sections, walking sections. And they want to distract you by having, oh, here's a deviation where there's a shiny thing you could pick up. Oh, somebody's talking to you and babbling about something non-stop. And I've already said it before multiple times, and I'll say it again. The pacing of this game so far is straight up bad. It forgets its own plot, and it's just having you just do shit that isn't particularly relevant or interesting, and as I pointed out, we could be doing better. For somebody who's constantly saying be better, this game surprisingly doesn't take its own advice.
Gets bigger the more you take away, is it?
That's right.
Sorted. It's desire.
Nope.
What do you mean, no? Desire only grows when you take away the thing you desire. All right, it's not perfect, but let's hear your answer.
Oh, you won't get it out of me that easy. All right, let's get back to business. One more crank to turn and it's on to the forge.
I see no forge.
You don't see the form of a forge, but we're going to nature.
I was almost following him for a moment there.
We're good. Crank it.
It's a shame all these forge objects aren't built to last. Doesn't speak very highly of it being a prestigious forge.
Where's the forge?
Here she comes.
What is that? Oh, it's a mermaid. That's the lady, is a mermaid. They're so nervous about meeting a mermaid? Isn't the whole purpose of a mermaid is for them to fall in love and have a tragic death? Isn't that what they're all about? Is taking sailors and drowning them? Or dying with them? Or is it, no, I'm thinking sirens. I don't... Oh, we have a spearhead. Oh, we're gonna make a duplicating spear? Oh, wait, she even put their sigil on it.
She needs the final ingredient. The blood of a god. Give her your hand.
How does she know what she's making? It's kind of underwhelming that we're getting this god-killing spear just through a cutscene. We're not really doing much to earn it. It's like, well, if we actually walk over here, we'll actually see this mermaid who can create a god-killing spear. I'm like, oh, well, that's awfully convenient. This mermaid can also pierce the skin of a god. I guess there's something more to it. I don't know. I can't help but feel as, oh, she made the God of War symbol. And as a tassel now. Or now we wear as a ring. It's a ring that turns into a spear. I'm so glad we're not earning this by killing some amazing god-killing creature. We're just watching a mermaid make it and hand it to us. Feels earned. Again, Atreus could be doing this right now, because he also has the blood of a god. This is 2 layers of stupid. No offense to the mermaid's craftsmanship, that's a very plain looking spear. I was kind of expecting something more ornate.
Ma'am, it would be an honor if you might bless it for us.
Is there something special?
Are you,
He stabs her with it.
Hello? Hello? The fuck was that? She acts like I weren't even here.
Mermaids don't speak to our corporeal bodies. They speak to a part of our soul. A part specifically you might be missing.
Anyone ever tell you that you feel 25% dead?
Fuck! Damn it, Sindri, you lion cat scrubber! I knew it. I died. I fucking died!
You came back pretty well for somebody who's dead.
It needs a blessing.
Yeah, well, the one to give us the blessing just fucked off into the tomb.
It needs the blessing of a great blacksmith.
Oh my goodness, this is corny as fuck.
I can't bless shit. I don't have all my soul bits. The blessing wouldn't mean squat.
It is the nature of a thing that matters.
I mean, you say that, but you still improved the Leviathan axe, you improved the Blades of Chaos, you crafted the key that only you and your brother could craft. You blessed a lot of shit. Like, this scene makes no sense. This scene has no weight. This scene forgot the last game. Ooh, it's a true strike weapon. That adds plus 20 to your attack.
May it be put down when its job is done.
So now he knows he's dead. Or mostly dead. No, he's mostly alive. He's just partly dead.
Let us return home.
I hope this is an actual spear we could use and not like a story spear that we use.
Now you know I can't let you take
Oh, we can use it. New weapon time.
We got volunteers.
Are those spears doing something in its head? Is it doing damage over time?
That's the stuff. Ain't your first time with the spear, I reckon.
It is the first weapon a Spartan learns.
Well, hell.
Oh yeah, that's true. Spartans would have a spear and shield. It is very Spartan-like, actually. This actually is kind of appropriate. But then again, Atreus can have it because he never had formal Spartan training. This drop tier produces unlimited spear, throw rapidly. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like this spear already. Alright. Alright, we're getting somewhere. That's actually pretty damn cool. I do like things that blow up.
Left side, incoming. Adequate enough for you?
It will serve.
Okay, I like this spear. See? The game has potential. It is a very Spartan appropriate weapon. That's a good point. Okay. Alright, so now we can crush yellow things. Okay, so the spear looks lame as shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, but that is a cool ability. I still don't forgive it for giving it to Kratos versus Atreus. This is Atreus' journey. This should be Atreus' trial. And the game is completely disregarding the entire reason.
Yep. Guess we're doing this one boy style. Listen, I appreciate what you said back there.
Why is he clinging onto us? He can just enter the realm between realms.
No doubt he only wished to protect you.
Weren't his call to make. The guy dies, he's got the right to know.
He is, that's true.
Take heart, Brock. We all die sometime. Many of us more
Yeah,
than once.
Kratos.
No.
He's died a couple times.
We gotta finish putting the spirit through her paces. Come on.
That's another thing that takes away the gravity of what that just happened. When the Fates were like, "You're gonna die, Kratos." I'm like, motherfucker, have you never played God of War 2 or 3? I die like on a by-game basis. Kratos has died at least twice, I think, that I know of. I didn't play the portable games, so I don't know if he's died in those two. He probably has, honestly, let's be for real. So, like, Kratos dying...
Oh, lick my space. There's eyeball nests all over. Get your throwing arm in gear.
I need to upgrade this spear. I like these detonations.
Right there, left flank.
It's like a grenade launcher, and I'm totally down for that.
Right there. Get the dang gas. Behind you, brother.
It doesn't do as much damage, but it is a better ranged weapon. I don't see how this is gonna help us, however, take out Heimdall. Like this doesn't change the fact that he can see us throw this thing. That hurt. I'm failing to see the strategy of how this beats Baldur. I guess maybe we... Well, it says overwhelm his senses. I guess we just chuck enough around and flashbang him? I don't know.
Setting off a spear at anything like that's a sure way to alter your circumstances on the right quick.
Has an arbitrary way of saying you can make new paths this way.
You're a natural. your guesses, belt boy?
Oh, all right. Gets bigger the more you take away. Ah, is it time? Because the more removed from events you become, the larger their scope in your memory. No, that's bollocks now that I say it. Never mind.
Today's all right. Them eyeballs are taking over them grounds. We better beat them out.
You get some help back.
Hey! Calling all heckers, Grit. You ain't gonna land a single hit. Just gonna embarrass yourself trying. Well, that was creepy.
Oh, the wind things. Remember we can manipulate the winds of hell?
For your next lesson, take note of that there whatchamahoos. Get a decent angle and fling a spear into it head on.
Oh, okay. It's yet a third way of how to climb rocks. Amazing.
It's all about the proper angle with those puppies. I'm telling you, you're too far to the side.
Fine.
Not seeing no weak spots down here, but you keep looking. Good! Guess you get extra credit.
Alright, here's hoping this is not a thing that kills me immediately. Survey says. Yep.
One of these old children. Put it in the trap.
Oh, we don't even fight it? Oh.
Great! You got him!
Oh, hello there.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you or anything.
You did not.
Right, you can bring that back to Ratatoskru whenever you're ready.
Oh, so we don't even fight the children, we just find them. Okay. Even Pokemon has more battles with monsters than Kratos does. I'm not gonna lie, I'd actually rather be playing the new Pokemon game. Bugs and all.
Ah, that's blocked.
Man, if only we had a thing that could detonate and blow shit up. Or something.
Bit late for that.
Got one last favor to ask of the both of you, and we can call us square. What happened down there in the forge with the lady? That's my story to tell, all right?
Agreed.
Well, for a period of time, perhaps.
Mamiya.
Oh, very well.
These ugly bugs. Maybe those Grimm will take him down. Nope.
It's hilarious to me that stepping on a crystal stuns things.
You don't got what it takes. Say good morning. Hey! I always knew it was crazy.
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high.
Damn it, Kratos, where were you looking? Jeez.
Behind you, poison!
Honestly, as a magic slinger, I do like painting dots on enemies. Kind of my thing.
Woo, boy! That's probably enough heart pumping for me today. You pick up the loot. I'll set up shop over yonder.
You get a lunge that does shit damage. Got it. Well, that's what I got. Its winding coils resemble Jormungandr, the world serpent. So here's another cool thing. What if Loki tried stealing Odin's Gungnir spear? And like Odin basically kind of lets him for a while because it lets him like spy on him, like you can see through the weapon or some shit. I don't know. He has it bugged either way. And so you get practice using the spear, and then when you try to use it, it doesn't work. It only like, you know, he backstabs him eventually. And so that's another reason for you to like, you know, you understand the spear. There would have been something different and interesting. I don't know. I'm trying more than this game did to be interesting.
It is a good spear.
Damn straight it is.
Wind. See, this game really wants you to focus on like the elemental shit. Burning or frosted or winded enemies do more damage. And I really do not care about that. Well, the spear is currently our highest level weapon, so we probably should just honestly use this. Ooh, now this actually sounds good. Hitting enemies with a runic attack has a high luck chance, or just has a luck chance. Actually, I like that. Oh no, the base chance is 10%? No, that's not good. That's not good at all. Just need a wee bit more. Oh, that's right. Do we have any shit to sell? We have nothing to sell. Brutal. Well, I guess we might as well craft it since there's no purpose not to.
Reckon I see how you...
Maximum Fury. Maximum Fury Fuel. Oh, we do have a thing here. How long have I been sitting on that? Did I just get that? I must have just gotten that because I don't remember having a runic attack. Alright, so the spear's our highest level weapon. I think the game's doing this on purpose.
We'll be getting down from up here. Best I find my own way back.
Like, when it comes to iconically designed weapons, let's do a quick review here. Leviathan Axe. Very identifiable now among the God of War culture. Blades of Chaos. Blades of Chaos are iconic across gaming culture right now. If you, for some reason, have not heard of God of War, which is, first of all, amazing. If you saw, like, famous weapons in gaming, if you show the Blades of Chaos, there's a very high chance most people recognize it, even if they've ever played a God of War game. The Leviathan Axe less so, only because it's so new. And despite how recently popular it is, like, it's still not iconic of God of War. It's still going to be the Blades of Chaos. But this spear is a plain-ass looking spear. This spear could come from any game. This is not a very interestingly designed spear. I bet I can find 10 other games that have more interesting spears than this. I know for a fact some games like Monster Hunter have already 10 more spears that look more interesting than this. Very underwhelming design on that.
Oh, is that the way down?
And I'll get those gates working for you.
I only hope Sindri's in one piece by the time Brock's done with him. The ice beneath those two is thin enough under the best of circumstances. Where is everyone?
Now a good time.
Oh, it's that guy again.
Dad to dad. Speaking of which, imagine my surprise when Atreus came knocking at my door. He's doing well, by the way, and will continue to do so just as long as I return to Asgard sometime
He's
soon.
pretending to be weak. It's obviously a ploy.
Besides, our friend here has a whole lot to live for.
Arguable.
Run along now, but behave yourself.
Run along, be free, little dwarf.
New spear. Never much cared for
You should know
Brock.
you have a spear.
Can't deny the dwarf's talent.
You came to speak. Speak.
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your
I mean, it's
son's
true.
wounds.
He keeps saying he doesn't want war.
I want peace as much as you do. Perhaps we can find it together.
He's lying.
That boy of ours
Of ours.
is everything I expected. So clever, kind. You sure he's yours? A kid. You really ought to be very proud. He is the key to peace in our age, to break free from all this fate and prophecy.
My son is not your key.
Oh God, do they not have metaphor in your homeland? Or rather, did they? I'm sorry, that's not fair. I know you're not the god you once were. Now is your chance to prove it.
Return my son, or you may meet the god I once was.
And what kind of god is that, Kratos? What do you even know of godhood?
7 games.
In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped
Yes.
you? Ever prayed to
Yes. God of War 1 and 2.
you? Can you even imagine that kind of
Yes.
love? No! You don't care about mortals.
He does, actually.
You don't care about anything beyond
This guy never played God of War 3.
Beyond the monster who kills without cause. You fear what you can never even hope to understand. Is it any wonder that your boy is in no rush to come back to you?
Don't listen to him, brother. He's just trying to get in your head.
He's not doing a very good job. So I'm genuinely confused at that scene just now.
Bastard. The nerve of him showing up here. At least you rattled him as much as he rattled you.
Wow, you really do get big XP bumps as the game goes on. So here's the thing. That entire speech, I don't get it, because Odin comes there to grandstand, but he makes assumptions about Kratos that are completely wrong, which is a very weird thing for him to do. Somebody who likes to come in and show how much he knows and how he's like, you know, all-seeing, all-knowing. And it's like, if Mimir even knows, like, Kratos' history and shit like that, which he doesn't know everything, and doesn't know the particulars. I mean, how could you? It's a different realm, different god. It's weird to me Odin would go and say those things when literally none of those things are true. Kratos did have worshippers. They even said so at the very end of, like, the very first game, where it's like, when Kratos became the god of war, they even ended the game saying,
Good timing. Let's see what Brock made you. Switching.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
that was actually a good execution. That one more like it.
They're healing.
Behind you. Look out.
I cannot believe I countered that.
Right side.
Very nice.
What was that? What kind of move is that?
So that's the weapon? A drop near spear?
Big drop near spear.
Well, any given number of drop near spears.
It's all
I suppose.
relative.
Come
What is
on,
this
I
move
found the
doing?
gate.
Oh, it's like an invisible shotgun, I
Worry
guess.
though, if I'm being frank. We've crafted a weapon to kill a god. One could say you're on the verge of returning to form.
Does it scare you? Aiding another violent god.
I'm scared for you, brother. That spear could start a war. The war. If that no longer concerns you, then maybe Freya's right. Maybe the Giants had you in mind all along.
Is nobody going to tell these guys that there was nobody in Jotunheim? I mean, Loki could always come back and say, yo, I met like a couple of giants, but they're not really going to help us. There's no army. How come he isn't bringing this up and everybody's all rushing and be like, we're going to fight this army to Ragnarok? And Trey's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention there is no giant army to lead. My bad, guys. I'm the champion, by the way, probably. And actually, here's another thing. Wouldn't it be more interesting for Freya to repair her relationship to Kratos through Atreus? Like, what if she used Atreus's magical affinity and kind of like was his mentor for a little bit? And that's something that... Can I destroy these? Oh, there we go. That's what we gotta do. Okay, so we can destroy those now. Okay, so I can hit them from anywhere. I made it be kind of like Naruto a little bit, where like Boruto goes to train under Sasuke for some shit. But even then, that'd be like more interesting, right? Did we ever find the last one? Oh, it's right there. Here we go. Alright, there was something in this lake. I wonder if you refight that monster or something. Oh, it's just another one of these things. What the? Oh, it's not one of these fuckers.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Beat him up,
Okay.
You alright, brother?
Okay, that caught me off guard because I didn't know we were in for a fight, but I can be more prepared now.
Brother, no!
It's okay. Now that we know what to expect. Actually, I think the axe is best for this one, right?
Nasty head! You alright, brother? What's your left?
Get rid of the ads. These things are going to be distracting.
Look out!
How does the thing that we stun them? Oh! Okay, I can do this. I know there were 2 more health up there, and I was being risky. I was like, let me see how far let me feel out this thing's attack. I can get this now. No, that's shenanigans.
Enemy behind you! Behind you! Look out!
Okay. Oh, okay, didn't see the kick. Ah. Okay, game. Okay. There we go. Oh, you're not gonna give me some upgrade materials? Well, I guess I have to go back in the thing and get it. Easy fight. Like, really, the hardest part is just getting caught off guard. It's like, I don't know what to expect. It's a bag of tricks, and... Okay, it's one of these things, and... I forget, like, there was a way to stun her they taught you in the very beginning, and it had something to do with their head. I think you're supposed to, like, break their horns or whatever? I don't know, I didn't really see that option. Oh, we can take the magical truck ride again? Or a train ride?
So this Dropnir spear, you're prepared to use it?
To protect Atreus. I am no one's champion but his, nor no one's
Oh my god. I want to be my son's champion.
It is not my nature. Do you understand?
I guess a difference of opinion is hardly the most I'm setting aside for this alliance. As long as the plan is to kill Heimdall, the rest...
Then why did you bring up this conversation?
There's also a bit of news that Odin has some inkling of what we're up to.
I thought I heard ravens. Damn it. What did he say?
Lies, threats, and more lies. What did you expect?
You think he lies that Atreus is in Asgard?
No. On that, I'm afraid I believe him.
Then the rest matters little.
Why does he like, oh...
I saw a gateway near here, overlooking the bay. We can get to it with your spear, I think.
It matters little, like, you know, as long as we're here to kill Heimdall. Then why she's like, well, are you sure you're ready to kill Heimdall, or is that spear gonna kill Heimdall? It's like, I thought it mattered little. Like, yes, obviously, I already told you this twice. What is this dialogue?
Be on guard. I haven't cleared this area.
Behind you, look out! Enemies to your left!
What the?
Careful, brother. You're covered in
My god, I got wrecked so bad there. Fighting Bifrost dudes is still rough. Getting the timing window. I just want to see what's in this area. Like, there's gotta be treasure here, right?
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost. Watch your face!
Oh, it stays frozen? That's cool. This is a good runic attack right now.
Enemy behind you!
Cyclone Spear.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Down!
On your right!
Oh, I thought I had that. Oh my god. There's a lot of enemies that do that. You're just wailing on them and they just completely ignore you and just combo through your combos. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of that. That's some weak ass design. It's part of the beginning. Oh my god, you're gonna reset me all the way back here? Okay. No, I'm winning this fight, damn it. It just feels so cheap when enemies like just ignore the God of War's powerful blows. They're just, everything's so weak as fuck and it's kind of annoying. Which I don't see how because I was in the middle of stunning him. But alright.
Enemies to your left! Enemies to your left!
How did that not hit?
Shield strike! Incoming right side!
You see how they just slide into place? Like it doesn't matter what you do. They do that cheap shit where they can't, the game can't put them in good positions, so they just slide them to rubber band next to you.
Brother, I had a
God
thought.
damn.
What if we took a stealthy approach to our next
They do some cheap shit.
No.
Why? Why would you say no? Damn, was this actually pointless? Damn, I think it was pointless. What is that dwarf doing over there? This game does have bad power scaling too. It's all about your gear score. And so to help combat that, they do shit like poison and side quests. Oh, so I guess we gotta kill.
That gravestone. There's a keyhole that looks to fit the hilt you found. And if I'm right, you best prepare for a fight.
Nobody's impressed that I just generated the spear. How's this fucker again?
Big guy.
What?
Speak.
Need you to get something from me.
I do not care.
A weapon.
No. A forge hammer. Little thing. Symbol of the old resistance. Guild, solidarity, all that. Or it used to be anyway, till the Aesir buried it under that big, gaudy dwarf statue in the bay. Might do the dwarves some good to see it again.
You're not worried that might draw the Einherjar's attention?
The old father nearly slit my throat just to get to you. I might be past giving a shit what he thinks. Just find me at the bar when you've got it.
I need you to find this stupid MacGuffin.
To reach new areas in the bay with that spear.
Aye. Might be worth looking for Durlin's hammer while we're at it. Your choice, of
Nope,
course.
don't care. Like, look at all these side quests. All these side quests I'm choosing not to do. That's the true quote-unquote exploration of the realms. It's just useless shit that has nothing to do with what you're doing.
Now that you have a weapon to deal with Heimdall, we just need to find a way to get to him.
Aye, if that's still the plan.
It is. I will protect my son.
So, then it seems the original plan to avoid Ragnarok has fallen a bit by the wayside.
That is up to Odin.
Yes.
But you just said Heimdall signals the start of Ragnarok with Gjallarhorn, and if we kill Heimdall, we can still avert by not blowing Gjallarhorn.
Retaliation is no empty threat. We need to think through the ins and outs of it.
I don't know, am I missing something, or is this game just consistently
Let's see if
contradicting
Sindri is having
itself? Like, it says one thing, and then they turn around and say something that kind of undermines what they just said. Maybe I'm missing something, but it's just...
There he is! Hey! Come show off the spear. See what we done. Now do the thing!
Oh, look at that. She's special, that one.
Ain't gotta tell me.
Odin didn't realize also that he's like, oh, the dwarves make good spears. They didn't make this spear.
not as
So
such.
Odin doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Had a few ideas, but they didn't so much work.
Brother, without a way to Asgard, what are we
We're
doing?
piddling our feet.
I do not know. I need to think.
Maybe we should talk to Tyr. Wait a minute, we have the... Hold on. What did we do with the Unity Stone? We had the Unity Stone from last game. We literally got that where it's like, oh, we don't have a way to Jotunheim. Oh, wait, here's a stone that can travel to not only all realms, but other realms in different lands, like our Earth.
What? No, of course not.
We still have that, as far as I know.
And it was a proper adventure to boot. I taught him all about the nature of the thing and the form of the thing. Become a whole motif.
You're making up words again.
I said it was a motif, and it was beautiful.
You are impossible.
I'm the most possible one around here.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but why don't we just use the Unity Stone that we still have? And we not only have Mimir, but we also have Tyr, who can use the Unity Stone to travel to whatever realm. They better bring that up. If they don't bring that up, that's just some stupid writing. Oh, how do we get to this realm? Using the stone that accesses all realms? That we literally just got? Heimdall can see them looking for the weapon to kill him, though. Exactly! It's like, how is this forming an advantage? This is not an all-scoring spear. But like I said, you have to overload a sense of, like, you probably have to, like, use the explosions to flashbang him. And be like, I can't see, blinded by too much sensory input. I'm temporarily have a damage window. He would never disrespect the Blades of Chaos like that. I strongly disagree with that action. For how important that was, he would never disrespect the Blades of Chaos. Also, how come they're not bound to his hands as chains anymore? He would never disrespect his wife's axe like that. What is going on here? This is the part where Kratos just takes off his pants and jerks off, and all the fans go wild. JLS, how can this weapon be a bane of Heimdall? I don't know. The whole plan is to overload his senses. And so we got a duplicating spear that creates explosions, which admittedly is actually kind of fun and cool. Remember, Kratos, when you died and your father stabbed you with that god-killing sword and shit? And here he is pensively looking at this sack that carried his wife's ashes. Because he just feels so lost, even though he literally has the answer in his hand. This does not carry the emotional weight it is trying to gain. This was bad setup. This is not an appropriate scene for this moment. Kratos has no reason to feel lost here. He really doesn't. This scene does not deserve this. I'm actually getting mad right now. They wrote Kratos stupid in this story, and I'm genuinely upset about that. This is not the same Kratos as even 2018 Kratos when they rewrote Kratos. Kratos, for some reason, is stupid and incompetent here, and I don't know why. That was another flashback with his wife.
Kratos. You alright? Well, your father seems very ready to go. Shall we then?
Are we gonna take an extremely long boat ride where I do
This
literally
way.
nothing except listen to somebody talk to me? Can I walk somewhere else? Is there a secret treasure in this flashback? Nope. Nope. Railroaded hallway simulator. This is such a railroaded game. Jeez, for how much they lauded the 2018 one for being more open, at least in the lake part, this is such a railroaded game. This feels like such a step backward, and this pacing isn't even important.
Enjoy the gentle waves, little one. Your father and I traverse this river often. One day, you will learn to navigate its waters. We live deep in the wild woods. The most beautiful forest in all of the
Debatable.
And it is safe and serene here. Game is plentiful, and you will want for nothing. We're not far from the place your father and I first met. We nearly took each other's heads off.
I doubt that, because you've shown no proficiency for being a warrior.
Softened since then. Somewhat.
Are you telling me Kratos failed to kill this random woman? Why did they fight? What were they fighting over? And how did he choose not to lose?
He remains dreadfully stoic.
This game is telling me about interesting things when it should be showing me how Kratos first met Faye, and you can have a little battle, and then they, I guess, fall in love during the battle or some shit like that. This is the wrong way to deliver this backstory. This is so wrong.
I suppose it will fall to me to teach you language.
Why would you assume that?
I can teach you to hunt. Or perhaps that will fall to me.
This is retconning what
Since
happened in the
all he
last
seems to be good
game.
for is grunting.
Why is she insulting him? I don't get it. This isn't flirting or even nice. Is he misremembering Faye? Faye sounds like an
Have you
asshole.
nothing to say to your son?
What would you have me say, Faye?
Anything. Let him learn your voice. Let him know you.
Just to let you know, I don't have the controller in my hands right now.
It is far better off knowing as little as possible.
Knowledge is not always a burden. Think. The mighty god of war, frightened of his own child.
I do not fear our child, Faye. I fear for him.
Why is she not concerned that she has a half-god child? She's strangely distant to that fact.
He is innocent.
We are not our failures. We are not who we were.
Okay, I don't like this scene.
We must be.
I don't like this scene. They're insinuating that Kratos, in the last game, was not actually a good father, had nothing original to say, and was parting no wisdom. He was just regurgitating what his wife told him. They are completely undermining Kratos' character in this game. I don't understand why.
Atreus is our future.
And I get that she knows about the prophecy. Because she, was there and told the giants about it and all that shit.
Keep him safe.
I was like, why is she... I don't know, maybe Kratos is misremembering Faye? But, like, this is really bizarre.
Protect our son.
And they're trying to rationalize that Kratos is obsessed with protecting Atreus, and that justifies why he's so incompetent now all of a sudden. What is going on with this story? We didn't need that flashback for just to say why Kratos cares about saving his son. He could just care about saving his son from dying. Now I'm mad. I'm not strong enough to punch through this stone wall. This is metaphorical. I'm too weak.
What did that wall ever do to you? Building focus. Something my father taught me.
It work?
Not yet.
So, what you focusing on anyway?
Controlling my emotions. Heimdall keeps trying to make me lose my cool.
Oh man, it's almost like the lesson we learned in the last game is coming back
Can't
again.
give into it.
Through. Hey. It's through. Hey, be cool.
Training without me?
That a good idea? Training? I mean, I think it's a great idea, but won't your mom be mad if she finds out?
Good point. But did you consider...
No, it didn't. That didn't hurt, also.
Anyways, grandfather wants to see you.
Oh, grandfather. Right, okay. Here, then take this. And, send my regards to Sif, Lady Sif. And Atreus. See you later. Thrud. Bye, Thrud.
What is the point of that dude? To just be awkward and weird?
Guardian boys are so weird.
Weird can be good.
It's the two of you, I swear.
I feel like they have a lot in common because Loki is half giant, half god, and she's 3/4 god, 1/4 giant.
Grandfather's in his study. Catch up later?
Again, we could be building a more interesting social relationship as he learns to deal with girls his age. Again, even that would be more interesting in what we're doing. This writing... Okay, we're going to stop here and pause. We'll do a little bit of upgrading.
Huh. Nicely equipped. What needs work?
Like, when they say have reduced cooldowns, how much? Oh, he only has 3 levels of bow? Yeah, I like being a stun monster. Fits my fighting style better. Ooh, killing an enemy with a runic arrow immediately restores 2 in its place. That's interesting. I do like sonic arrows a lot. Alright. Save real fast. Okay, we are almost 17 hours into this game. And let's go ahead and quit there. Quit there. And I'm going to stop the recording. So if you're watching this on the replay on OBM Plays, sorry, but you don't get all the juicy after talk and review. So, pausing there.